They talk about in all the books. I'm the perspective you cannot tell. Clear how I look. Control the whole narrative reliably. Baby, it's all about me. And I wrote the book about throwing the book at those who don't do it by it. Oops. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't do the thing I was going to do. Okay, everything is all set. My cousin will arrive at some undetermined amount of time, forcing me to leave, but that should only take like 10 minutes, depending on how chatty he feels, really. But until then, we've got time to draw some cats. Oh, I should check to make sure my audio is decent. Test. Okay, if you can't hear me, you're gonna have to tell me about it, because I think my audio is okay. Okay, so for this part, this is the end of the part, and it's Firestar jumps off screen, like the second floor of this, and then this is the landing, and I want him, and listen, it's an okay as a still image, but I want it to be nice, so I'm going to have him land and slide a bit, I think. Am I fitting my rule of thirds? Every now and again I remember that rule of thirds is a thing, so let's check on that thing. Which of my last video would have a rule of thirds in it? I looked up and copy pasted the rule of thirds once, and I am now just stealing it from old videos to put in new ones. This should have a rule of thirds in it somewhere. Shout out to my most recent video. I don't think it's not. I don't listen. I only kind of understand the rule of thirds, and this might be following it. Like I don't know. I don't think so though, because they're in the middle. They're the most important things on screen. They're in the middle. That's probably rule of thirds. But that video's already out, so if it's bad, that sounds like its problem. Honestly, I can use this more as a guideline than anything. Does anything happen? This isn't animated, is it? It's not? How long is it? I'm trying not to sing, 'cause that will be the whole video if I start. Okay, yeah, nothing happened. So I barely need you. I gotta make the background black, because that's how this map works. Later, you're an outline. I want to barely be able to see you. So I want a landing. I have to think with perspective. I hate doing that. Okay. There's a foot. Tail. Oh, you have your tail has a design. Your tail is cute in the designs. Where's my reference picture? Oops. Okay, wait. What's happening? Why is your arm there? Okay. Okay, big at the end with a tuft because it's so floofy. And there it is. That's not it. It should be a bit more interesting. Probably too big considering how small I made the leg in perspective, but that's a problem for when I clean up the roughs. Believe in yourself. Delete your art. Delete your art. If you don't like the leg, just erase it and redraw it. It's only existed for 5 seconds. You can make a new one. Anytime I go quiet, I'm listening to a video essay in a different tab. It's about Love Actually. What is Love Actually about? What do you mean the Prime Minister fires his secretary because he's attracted to her in Love Actually? What is Love Actually about? Slightly to the side to match your body proportions. I just heard the air conditioning come on. It's not hot enough for that. Gosh, that eye's messed up. It's fine. Okay, well, this is 25 seconds long. So let's put the second one around here. Because I want him to land and then slide a little bit. I think I made his head too big. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, I made your limbs about this length proportionately to each other. I want to make his little legs kick up because he's sliding a bit. Perspective, my one true nemesis. Okay. Everybody calm down, we can figure this out. So, your bottom half goes over here. It'll be Has my cousin arrived already? Am I going to have to unbury myself from underneath my laptop and my laptop's cooling pad and my drawing tablet and my phone and the thing I'm watching? Okay, it's fine. False alarm. Okay, well actually if this is okay, is this the settle? Okay, this is not the landing. This is the settle after the landing. Because I'm procrastinating the landing because it needs to be like high energy and well drawn. Different colors so you can see what's happening. Where's your tail? Oh, where would your tail be? So you just land. Okay, so you would land and your tail would, and then the overshoot, it would probably be like curled up a bit because it's moving. And so then the settle would be yeah, your head is much too big in the first one. Oh, don't forget to save. I don't think you guys can see my folders when I'm going through them. Where's oh, works in progress, main character, and I need to get this video out of here because it slows down my processing and won't let me watch stuff, and I don't need it anymore. Yeah, that head's definitely too big, but it's fine. I can fix it. One, two, three. We're going to do impact, I guess, the landing, which I'm just basing off of the settled version of the landing. So let's just this. And we're gonna have this lean forward a bit because we're gonna have it lean forward a bit and then scoot it back so that it's where it is when it settles. Because this is the slidey bit. Gosh, but the front legs should already be where they should be. I don't know where that is, so I'm not gonna draw it yet. And also the tail's gonna be based off of where you're going. Feet sees leaning forward. Is that, what's that look like? We've got a slide, but we don't. Also it's a churn. I don't want a churn. Actually, let's move you forward a bit. And squish you down. Let's squish you more because cartoony. Now, scooch you back. Eating my high horse on a high horse. Because, you know, if you shake your fists at snakes and grass, it does look like punching down. And, you know, God forbid I'm seen just as an average human being. I mean, imagine if protagonist just died in the first scene. I'm the... let's make an in-between. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a turn. I can't do anything about that. I can lean into it, though. I can make, like, the tail whip around. I can make you slide. Okay, saving recovery information. I have ideas, Clip Studio. Let me draw. Thank you. So I think I'm gonna slide the landing forward a little bit. One, two, three. Love Actually is wild based off of this video essay I'm listening to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that enough of is that a slide? Are we sliding? Yeah. Tilt you back. I forgot to give you a tail in this. I see how I ended up making a twist on accident. I'm fine with it now. I've grown to love it. We can pretend it's on purpose, because it doesn't look bad, so who cares? If it looks nice, who cares if you did it on purpose or not, you know? Gosh, I gotta BRB. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, okay. So that was not my cousin, which means I probably will have to get up again at some point. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard and difficult to be me. Okay. What do you mean I have to get up again? Gosh, tales are so difficult. They're so confusing. You know, I said I'd have to get up again at some point. That some point was apparently immediately because they just immediately left. I have to go lock the door after them. Okay, I have to stop drawing this. I'll forget to go. Let's be right back again. A couple of minutes. And this time I won't throw all of my stuff everywhere, so I won't have to fight to get back here. Oh, I didn't unplug my microphone. That was probably noisy. I say I didn't noisy. Okay, good. You didn't hear me screaming incoherently as my laptop fell onto my drawing pad, and the connection of like magnets or whatever between them caused it to somehow press a bunch of random buttons, and I didn't, and I was just like, is it closing the stream? Is it deleting my art? What's happening? But all it did was open like a different tab on Streamlabs, so could be worse. Where is my drawing pencil? Oh, there it is. False alarm, everything's Gucci. It's so hard to be a lizard. It's so hard to be a lizard. Tiny arms, itchy gizzard. It's so hard to be a lizard, but it's harder to segue, and I can't sing the rest of the song. Oh, my battery's dying. My stream might die. Run. My stream might die. I did it! Woo! We're still connected. I'm so accomplished and mature. My immediate instinct whenever I see my battery dying is to ignore it, which isn't good, cause especially not in this context, cause I've got like a solid 30 seconds between the I'm dying warning and it being dead when I've got all my streaming stuff open. It's also not good in general. My laptop has died on me a lot. The only thing that teaches me is it doing it while I'm doing something important. It gets charged during D&D, because terrible to have it die in the middle of D&D. And it gets charged when I'm streaming, and that's it. My laptop is living a life of constant suffering. You could hear the scriffling when I erase stuff. Amazing. Shut up, Hosky. I mean, hello, Hosky. Welcome to the stream. I'm making a cat jump. I know. I need to start shouting. I need to start shouting incoherently. I should stop chewing an apple directly into the mic, though. This cat is actually looking better than expected. I guess I am just great at everything. What is this? I can't see. My brain can't process what this looks like. Now we get to play a fun game called I can't show my test videos unless I fight with Streamlabs. So I'm just gonna watch it and you get to see nothing, I suppose. Let's. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, the video I just made. What did I name it? There it is. Now imagine that you're watching a video on loop. It's very cool and nice. It is also just the same video of the cat, except it doesn't drop frames randomly. Yeah, this guy's head moves too fast. His head's too big. It moves too fast. The problem with my voice is that I do have to remember every 10 seconds not to start whispering. And that's the main problem. Cuz I'm not actually talking to anybody. And so my brain's like, we are talking to ourselves. We should do that quietly. But I have to pretend I'm not talking to myself, or no one can hear me. I think the arcs on your head are bad, but that's a later problem. I mean, no one else is at my house right now, so I could just start shouting. And what would anyone do about it? Oof. 1, 2, 3. Nothing but me, the voices in my head, and Husky in my chat. What more could a therapist ask for? I'm chewing directly into the mic again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three. Well, that looks bad. Well, yeah, I'm done with this section. Let's go work on the part I wanted to work on. Yeah. See, the problem, Hosky, the problem is when I look down at chat, I'm usually put my drawing pen down for whatever reason, and then my brain goes, my hand is free. I should take a bite of this apple I have. And so anytime I go to say something in response to you, I do just start immediately eating directly into the map. Map? What am I? Mike. I lost track of what I was saying. I should stop listening to my own stream on a delay. It's messing up my ability to speak. Okay, what's this guy supposed to look like? What? Are you where are you? Where'd you go? Why can I not what? Where is it? Interesting. Oh, it's just that small. Okay. And it's broken. That's beautiful. Oh, okay, unable to support file format. That's fun. That's cool. Can I just copy paste it? A+ problem solving. You could just turn this thing sideways. I don't think it's very good for the audio. Husky, how's this sound? Is this what you want? Is this what you just want to hear the entire time I draw cats? You. The delay. . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 。 . If I was following someone and they did that to me on one of their streams, it would be an immediate unfollow. That was the worst audio experience I've ever had. Blocked. Reported. Actually, no. Send me $5 and I will bite an apple into the mic again. I've done the same thing twice. Well, Husky, some of us have to have standards. Import, general import. Not the broken one. Okay, I gotta make that face. Okay, I can do this. Okay, I gotta choose whether we're making that or that the base color. This seems more annoying to deal with, so we're not gonna deal with it, and we're just gonna make it the base color. I've just done who knows what to the width. This is not the Firestar. This is in fact the Firestar. Father of every single character who's ever been important in the Warrior Cat series. Or grandfather, or uncle. Well, Cloudtail wasn't actually important, so. Name your favorite thing Firestar has ever done. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Oh, I gotta switch. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm doing things and you can't even see it. That's insane. You're just staring at Tiger Star. Oops, wait. Settings. Okay, now you can see. This is Firestar. He's the main character. Okay, outline darker than the darkest stripe so that it can be around the darkest stripe. All these characters have kind of squarish heads. They all have weird names. Like Firestar's name was Fireheart, and then Tigerstar's name was Tiger Claw. I'm just gonna start listing random names. There's Cloudtail, Ivy Pool, Leaf Pool, Dovewing. Dovewing's actually a pretty good name, I think. Holly Leaf, lame. Brambleclaw, Hawk Frost is a cool name. There's Scourge. It's one of those. Oh, there's this new character because I don't actually read the series anymore, but I heard there's just a character and it's just this kid and their name is Hawkfrost is a classic. But the new kid is named Waffle Paw. Which is insane. They really named. I don't know any details about where this. I assume he was a pet cat, but his name is just Waffle Paw, which is wild. Husky, if I still read it, you'd be getting a rant on the origin of Waffle Paw right now. Husky, you know how much I love to just talk about things for just 30 minutes straight, and if I knew where Waffle Paw came from, you'd be getting Waffle Paw's entire history right now. I'd have to put a spoiler warning in the title. I think there was like there were like the cat named like Wasp and Bee, and I assume they're related, but they might not be. I left work late the other day because I was just someone reminded me of a book I had read, and then I just explained the book to them for 15 minutes and was late leaving work. Okay, let's give this guy ears. Weirdly floppy ears. His ears are floppy to indicate that he's evil. Only evil characters get cool character designs. That's just science. Okay, wait, let's have a thought process for a second. This is going to be the inside of the ear. should be pointy-er, but not pointy. Husky, do you want to hear the entire plot of the first like 3 books of Warrior Cats? You have 10 seconds to refuse because I think that's shorter than the delay is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it all starts when like this cat named Rusty is having like dreams about eating mice and stuff. Oh, I do have to not listen to myself. I can't talk with the delay. And so he's having like these dreams, right, where he's like hunting mice or whatever, and he's like, wow, the outdoors. And he decides, you know what, I'm gonna do this for real. And he goes out into the like forest behind his backyard because he is again a pet cat. Oh my god, it's all connected. Nah, I don't think Rusty could cook anything. Nah, they're just out there eating raw food. Well, I guess Rusty Fresh would probably eat raw food. But yeah, so he goes out into the woods and starts like hunting a mouse. And he's like a kid cat. He's like not a baby, he's not a kitten, but he's not like full grown yet. And he's out hunting, and then he gets attacked by another cat. And he's like, hey, no hunting on our territory. And they fight a bit. And he's like, you're not so bad for a kitty pet. And that kid is Graypaw. And then like I think then the 2 leaders of the cat, Rusty Fresh, the cat blend chef. Rusty Blep, the kitty pet. Yeah. And then but is he a gobcat or a catblet? I think gobcat. We can fit more rhymes into gobcat. Rusty Spat, the gobcat. Pat, what? Rusty Fresh, the gobcat chef. So he's like, these 2 like 12-year-olds are having a slap fight. Slap fight of a territory dispute. And then like the 2 leaders of the clan, I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering right, just like stroll out of the bushes and they're like, oh, I skipped the entire prologue, wild. Anyway, they stroll out and like, you cannot hunt on our territory. We need that food to eat. You are already fed here. And like, the leader's like, you're not too bad at that whole hunting stuff. Join our cult in the woods. And he's like kind of on the edge about it, but then she's like, hey, if you don't join our cult in the woods, you are going to get neutered. Like, I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be like, you will no longer be a real Tom, is what she says or something. And he's like, whoa, I don't want to get neutered. I don't want to go to the Cutter. I guess I'll join their cult in the woods. And so then he goes to join their cult in the woods. The second he shows up, all the cat racists, which is all of the cats except for Gray Stripe at this point, I think, are like, why'd you let a kitty pet in here? He's gonna eat all our food. And I bet he can't hunt because kitty pets are inferior. And then I think a grown man fights this child. Yeah, Longtail's Longtail. We've never known him as Longpaw. So yeah, a grown man fights this child for being different. In the leader just watches, but it's chill because he wins, so it's fine. And like during the battle, there's like dramatic moment as they're fighting, and like Longtail has him by the collar and is like choking him out, but then like the collar rips off to represent um the way Rusty's casting off his old life. And then he wins the fight. Well, it's like he leaves a nick in Longtail's ear that stays there and listen, these authors might not be consistent with a lot of things about their characters, but Rusty sure does spend the rest of the book looking at that notch in his ear and thinking, "Ha, I remember when I gave him that when I first showed up." Yeah, and then after he hasn't been killed in the fight, that's when the leader steps up and is like, well, we have a new warrior in our clan. Everybody say welcome to Firepaw." And now this is where we have to go back to where I fully skipped the prologue, because I guess there's important stuff in there or whatever. Because like this book actually opens not with the dream about mice, but with the leader being on a. What does it start with? You can't watch it because I am just describing the plot of the first Warrior Cats book. I think it's an old enough book by now. There are probably audiobooks of it. You can probably listen to the Warrior Cat series. I'm not certain. I'm doing it expressly to ignore my to annoy my friend in the chat, but I don't even think he's listening. Hosky, are you here? Are you listening? I also don't remember if that starts with the battle at Sunning Rocks or with. I know that in the prologue. Check it out. I mean, they are middle grade novels, so don't hang too much of your expectations on them, but they're okay. I've been listening to like a recap podcast of them. It's called. I've been listening to a recap podcast called Warrior Cats. What's that? Where it's one person who's read the books already, basically reading it to someone who hasn't. This needs to be in a folder. Husky, feel free to flood the chat. Husky, how will I know if you have questions? Yeah, but basically the leader got a prophecy from their medicine cat. That's a priest, basically, who's like, because bad things are happening. But the medicine cat Spotted Leaf is like, fire alone shall save our clans, and I don't think she has any more details than that. Yeah, podcasts are wonderful. They're what I spend most of my time listening to. Why are you not letting me change the colors? Okay. Wait, no, I can't do it like that. There's one podcast I've just caught up to it because I've been binge listened to it, where it's just like it's two musicians and they give each other prompts, and then they have 3 hours to make a demo of a song based off of the prompt they gave each other. And it's called Jam Mechanics, and it's real fun because it's mostly just two like indie musicians going, oh no, my song's. What made that noise? Sorry, my computer just made a noise at me and I don't know what it came from. It's probably fine. Yeah, but Jam Mechanics is just these two pretty good indie musicians going, oh no, I don't like the song I made. It's not very good, but here it is. You know, they're going, oh, the point of this isn't to make something good. It's just to make something. There's no failures. And then they go and put on just like a great 2 minute song, and then it's just the other musician going, I hate you. Your song is wonderful and stop being mean to yourself. It's lots of fun. And then since and then they immediately turn around and go, well, your song's good, but mine isn't that good. I don't really like it. And then they also play a very nice song. I need to name my layers, or I will not know what they are. Ooh, I listened to a couple episodes of the Magnus Archives. I've got to be careful because I cannot listen to any horror at night ever, so I have to remember it exists during the day. I can't even listen to Welcome to Night Vale at night, and it's not even horror. It's just kind of weird. Ooh, what's Rotten Mango about? Did I mess up my audio, or was I just not holding my microphone near my face? We'll never know. I'm going to be jump be for the rest of the. Actually, you can't make me watch a horror movie at night because by then it'd be morning wherever you are. Oh, true crime. I think the most true crimey I've ever been able to watch is like BuzzFeed Unsolved. Uh, and again with those, it's had to listen to them when it was light out or I'd get freaked out. Okay, well, that's not the right color. But okay, we're gonna ignore the cheek for a little bit because gotta mess up. I want to give him that beard chin thing he's got. So we gotta make the shape of his head different. Instead of just sticking to my default, I have to like stretch my art horizons or whatever. Here's a pulling an all-nighter, not for any important projects or anything, but just to make sure that I'm tiptoeing around my house, certain that the shadows are going to get me. I don't think I can pull an all-nighter. And it's like just because at some point I just go, you know what? Do I care about whatever I'm doing more than I care about sleep? And the answer's never been yes. Because it's usually like homework or something, and it's like, will I be miserable if I don't finish this? Yes. But if I stay up all night, I'll be miserable and tired. So really, what's the point of it all? That being said, I was never a good student. Having graduated is great because now I can just talk about how much of a terrible student I am and no one can lecture me on it because I still graduated. Yeah, I can pretend I'll still get taller at some point. I got mistaken for a child like 3 days ago again. Okay, let's fix whatever I've done to your cheek now. This is also going to need to go in a folder. Lecture me about being a bad student, Hosky. Let's see how effective it is. I am constantly and consistently mistaken for a high schooler at the oldest. I mean, I'm not gonna delete it, so I I'm the only moderation here, so yes, I guess you are allowed to swear. Go wild, go crazy. it's like you got. Honestly, swearing's for the best because it'll stop YouTube from automatically marking my videos as for children just because they are drawings of cats. This looks bad, but what can I do about it? I was already successful. Your guilt trip has no power here. They've already put the degree in the mail. They can't take it back. I won't let them. If I burn it, they can't return the receipt. Honestly, if I'm a bad student, it's really their fault as teachers for giving me a diploma anyway. Ha 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 ha. Husky, this is a Warrior Cats community. 30. If I was actually, what did you say? 37. If I was actually 37, I'd basically be like 105 by Warrior Cat fan standards. Oh, this also needs to be in a box. This is going to look so nice, and then I'm going to have to make it move. And then I'm going to have to fight for my life. But I'm probably not going to get to the have to make it move point during this live stream. So yeah, cause the authors don't want this series. It's been again, like you know how I said they keep making all the characters like the grandkids or whatever the main character. They don't want so we're generations and generations later in the book. But the authors don't like killing off characters from the first book, I guess. So it's like in the first book they were like, "Hey, this cat's like 9 years old. They're so old and senile and we have to look after them." But now in the current books it's like, "Hey, remember Brackenfur? Brackenfur who's like 28 in human years and so like 1,000 in cat years? He's still around. Why? We like him." this art program makes making the pictures move slightly easier. Um, Except sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I go to make the picture move with my puppet program, thinking, this is so simple, and then it just destroys everything about its face, and then I have to go through frame by frame fixing it, and it's like I could have just drawn this. But then it's also like I like being able to do tweaks really quickly. Like when I make his arm move, I do have to. It was basically frame by frame, but it was still easier than actually drawing it somehow, in my mind at least. Cause like I was Miss how old? Well, now I'm gonna Google how old was Misty Foot when she died, and you have no context. Because I don't know how old Misty Foot was, but I know she was definitely senile. Because they literally had to like walk. RiverClan had to walk up and be like, "Hey, we lost our old lady. If she's wandering around in your territory, don't attack her because she doesn't know where she is." Was it Misty Foot or was that the kid? Okay, not Misty Foot. Who's your mother, Misty Foot? Who are you? Greypool. That was her name. Yeah, Greypool was old, wandering around, lost. And then the bad guy, Tiger Star, walked up, and then the main character just watched from the bushes as this evil guy like threatened an old lady. And then she ran off a cliff. She it wasn't even 9 years old. She was like 7 when she started going senile. Yeah, but look at this. I actually don't like lip syncing even a little bit. Why is no audio happening? Oh, that's fine. Okay. Well, does it make you feel better that now they just don't kill off characters ever? They just have like this 30-year-old cat, and he's just like not even in the Elder's Den yet. They're just like, yeah, he's young and spry. Lip lapping? Ugh. Why? I can't think of a reason to call it lip laughing. Who came up with that? What was their problem? They only sometimes have magic powers though. Like you get magic powers if you become a nun, and those magic powers are just that like God talks to you in your dreams. And then there were like those 3 kids, and they were in a prophecy, and their whole prophecy was like they have powers, and this is weird and out of the ordinary. But I do think they are now just handing out powers like candy. I wouldn't know because I'm not caught up, but I know at least some person. I think their power is getting possessed. I don't know. I'm not googling it. Well, I don't see any reason for the YouTube poop creator to lie to you. What if I just start calling it lip lapping? Maybe if I start calling it lip lapping, other people will hate it as much as I do. No, listen, Husky, it's worse. I am very into this series. I'm not actively following it at all. It's like, am I a Warrior Cats fan? Yeah. Do I know what's happening in Warrior Cats? No. Sometimes they start talking about characters and I like, wow, I have no idea who that is. Gosh, I guess that's what happens when you haven't seen it, when you're not following a series for so long. And then sometimes they'll mention characters and be like, well, I know exactly who that is. Are they old now? Why are they still around? It's like, yeah, I remember them being a child background character. And sometimes it's bad because sometimes it's stuff that I definitely should know because it happened while I was still reading the series and I still have no idea what's going on with them. And it'll be like after Tawny Pa left to join the Shadow Clan, I'm like, whoa, what? She switched clans? And it's like that happened in the first series. You read like 3 out of the 9 that exist. I will not miss D&D. It's 10 o'clock. How long have I been streaming? Have fun walking your dogs. Hi. I might actually be leaving soon because I have D&D soon. But thank you for being here while you're here. There's a non-zero chance that if I don't leave for D&D, that my D&D group will just flood my livestream comics telling me to leave, which would be funny and honestly makes me want to do it on purpose. But also, I'm not doing that because I want to play D&D. Okay, how far can I get in the 30 minutes I have with a complete lack of sense of time? I think I'm going to put together like a vague outline of what his eyes should look like, and then I'm going to give him his markings. Okay, face folder, eye folder, specific eye folder, and whites. Are you gonna break if I make you a masking layer inside a masking layer? I want him to look bored. I guess I could give him an eyelid. Don't like making them though. Wait, actually, I think I made him smile evilly. Yep, there he is. Oh God, red, I'm seen just as an average human being. Neko kawaii desu ka? Okay, we need at least 2 of these for me to use them for positioning, even if I completely change them later. Ai, すごい撮ったね。Should I make? I'm making those one piece. I don't. He doesn't turn his head, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I should have made a nose before I tried to figure this out. Okay, so Tiger Star has his face mask. Boop. Okay, Tiger Star has his face mask. He needs a stupid hair tufts thing. Well, actually, if I can make that one piece actually. What time is it? I think I will wrap up now. Well, let's give. Actually, no. Copying over his ear will be annoying. I'll do that later. Gosh, it's a spitting image. He needs a scar on his nose. Wow, I'm not naming my layers. That will not come back to haunt me. Is that the same color as his nose? It's not. I don't. It might be. See ya soon. Okay, now he's done. I'll fix his scar so it's pointy later. And I will make sure to save, which I haven't done in like an hour. Oh, longer than that. I haven't saved any of this at all. That's cool. Oh yeah, sure. What's your question, Pat? Now we've got Firestar hopping to a stop. And we've got Tiger's face, in his puppet. Well, gosh. Well, you see, Pat, I don't have a car, so that makes it a bit difficult to pay my car insurance. Thanks for asking. What a lovely chat I've had today. Nothing but engaging. I hope you all have a lovely day. God, I wish that were me. Honestly, interesting scenario. Is it your Bugatti, Pat? I'm assuming these are song lyrics, but I don't know them. Cause like, imagine you just wake up in a brand new, very expensive car. I'd assume, I don't know, I'm about to be sold to the mob or something. Nice. Pat, this conversation is riveting. I do have to go and play D&D. I'd love to continue this conversation, but I have to go. So have a nice day. Okay, one more thing. I think I've been drawing for forever cuz I can remember being like 5 and like tracing over like the covers of the books I was reading. Oh, and when I was 10, I got a Nintendo DSi with Flipnote Studio on it, and that's what inspired me to animate. But I think I've always been drawing. Honestly, animating inspires me to draw because I like making a little guy that moves. Have I answered all of your questions, Pat? I've heard nothing but good things about Wings of Fire. I should read it. Okay. Well, Bye bye. Have a nice day.